Ghosts of Chillingham Castle, Northumberland. Hidden deep within the misty moorlands of Northumberland, England, lies a place that sends shivers down the spines of even the bravest souls. Chillingham Castle, an ancient fortress dating back to the 12th century, stands as a grim testament to centuries of chilling history, ghostly encounters, and dark legends. Nestled amidst a desolate landscape, this castle is a place where the very air seems to whisper tales of terror and where the walls hold secrets too dreadful to reveal. Chillingham Castle's history is a tapestry of terror that stretches back nearly 1,000 years. Constructed in the 12th century by Sir Thomas de Musgrave, the castle was initially built to repel the marauding Scots who frequently invaded this border region. Over the centuries, it became a fortress that witnessed countless battles, gruesome executions, and unspeakable horrors. One of the most infamous episodes in Chillingham Castle's history is the reign of terror under King Edward I of England. During his brutal campaign to subdue Scotland in the late 13th century, the castle became a place of unimaginable suffering. Edward's ruthless methods included using Chillingham as a prison for captured Scottish nobles, where they were subjected to the cruelest forms of torture and torment. The anguished cries of these unfortunate souls are said to still echo within the castle's walls, particularly in the notorious torture chamber. The torture chamber, a dark and sinister room deep within Chillingham Castle, is a place that chills visitors to their very bones. The chamber is filled with an eerie assortment of medieval torture devices, each more gruesome than the last. Iron maidens, stretching racks, and bone-crushing devices are on gruesome display, evoking vivid nightmares of the castle's gruesome past. Eyewitnesses who have dared to venture into the torture chamber describe a palpable sense of dread that washes over them as they step inside. Some claim to have heard agonized moans and wails emanating from the very walls, as though the tormented spirits of the past still inhabit this ghastly place. Visitors often report sudden drops in temperature, even on the warmest of days, and a feeling of being watched by unseen eyes. One visitor, a historian named Emily Thornton, recounts her spine-tingling experience in the torture chamber. "I entered the room with a sense of foreboding, and as I gazed upon the horrifying instruments of torture, I felt an icy hand brush against my cheek. I was overcome by an overwhelming feeling of sadness and despair, as though the pain and suffering endured here had left an indelible mark on the castle itself." Chillingham Castle is notorious for its numerous ghostly inhabitants, each with its own chilling tale. Among the most famous is the Blue Boy. Legend has it that a young boy, the heir to the castle, was brutally murdered by a servant and now haunts the Pink Room, where his life was tragically taken. Visitors and guests have reported encountering the spectral figure of a young boy draped in blue, standing at the foot of their beds, silently watching them as they sleep. Some even claim to have heard the faint sound of a child's laughter echoing through the corridors in the dead of night. Eyewitnesses have also reported encountering the White Lady, a ghostly apparition believed to be Lady Mary Berkeley. Lady Mary was a tragic figure, forced into a loveless marriage and enduring a life of profound misery. She is said to roam the castle, her spectral form draped in a flowing white gown. Witnesses often describe a feeling of overwhelming sorrow when in her presence, as if they can feel the weight of her anguish. But perhaps the most terrifying of all Chillingham Castle's resident spirits is the torturer. This malevolent entity is believed to be the vengeful spirit of one of the castle's sadistic torturers, forever condemned to haunt the torture chamber. Eyewitness accounts of encounters with the torturer are the stuff of nightmares. Visitors have described being physically touched, scratched, and even pushed by an unseen force within the chamber. Some have claimed to see a shadowy figure, clad in black, lurking in the dimly lit corners, its eyes burning with malevolence. Visitors often report unsettling experiences during their stay at the castle. Doors slam shut on their own, strange lights flicker in the darkness, and unexplained footsteps echo through the empty halls. The castle's grounds are equally eerie, with the ancient trees casting eerie shadows and the nearby Chillingham wild cattle, believed to be the only survivors of the wild herds that once roamed Britain, adding to the sense of isolation and desolation. Chillingham Castle, with its gruesome history, ghostly inhabitants, and eerie atmosphere, stands as a chilling testament to the dark side of human history. Its walls hold the memories of unspeakable atrocities, and its spirits continue to torment those who dare to enter its haunted domain. For the brave few who choose to spend a night within its walls, Chillingham Castle offers an experience like no other. It is a place where the past is alive, and the spirits of the tormented reach out from beyond the grave to remind us of the horrors that transpired within its confines. Sleep well.